Welcome back. Buy now, pay later. A tempting option to snag that coveted item when money is tight, but these offers can often be debt traps. So here to tell us more about when and when not to use it and perhaps some better options to perhaps consider, we have Kevin Brasler. He is executive editor of Chicago Consumers Checkbook. Kevin, good morning to you, sir.
Good morning. Good to see you.
All right, good to see you too. Given the structure of these buy now, pay later offers, they're typically, I understand, split into 4 payments. What are the main risks here?
Well, the big risk is taking on more debt than you can afford. These loans, and they are loans, they're designed, the reason they work and the reason they're becoming so popular is that people use them. And unfortunately, a lot of people who take on these loans, it looks like about 40% at some point pay a late fee. So the big attraction for these things is, well, you're not piling on more credit card debt. A lot of times, not always, especially for travel, but usually these loans, they're interest for free as long as you make your payments on time. And the problem is a lot of people, they're taking out these loans for small purchases now. So they're taking them out even, like DoorDash now has agreement with one of these companies. So they're taking them out for even small food orders. You can use these buy now, pay later plans at the grocery store. And so what happens is a lot of people take on so many loans, they lose track of them. And the issue isn't that you're going to pay interest if you're paying on time, just like a credit card. But if you don't make your payments on time or you forget about them, you lose track, there are late fees associated with these plans.
Got it. And I understand there could actually be a potential impact as well on your credit score. Is that right?
Yeah, I mean, for a long time, these loans, they didn't report to credit agencies. And so, the downside was if you're trying to build credit, and a lot of people who take out these loans have low credit scores, if you're trying to build credit, it didn't do you any good to use these plans. Now they're announcing essentially that they're going to report default loans to credit agencies. So if you're not making your payments on time, it could harm you. You're not going to be able to build credit with them. I think a bigger problem with these loans is that, we just mentioned that you pay in 4, it's usually 4 payments. Well, the truth in lending laws don't apply to loans with fewer than 5 payments. So these things were designed to escape regulation, especially in this country. And so you don't get the protections you get if you have a problem with these loans that you'd get with a credit card company or that you get with any other type of loan. A bigger problem, though, is that you don't get the protections you get when you use these plans that you get when you use a credit card. I mean, as I've said on the show before, when you pay for something using a credit card, there's a federal law. It's called the Federal Fair Credit Billing Act, and it gives you enormous protections against abuse, against fraud. And also, if you order something or you buy something and you don't like it and the retailer or the seller won't make it right, you can dispute that charge with your credit card company. These buy now, pay later loans, they don't offer those same protections. They're not required by law to offer them. And it complicates things if you do have an issue later on.
Sure, sounds like you're way more exposed. Now, let me ask you this, Kevin. Is there ever an instance where these buy now, pay later 4 installments could be a good option for folks?
Yeah, I mean, we've spent a lot of this time talking about the problems with these loans. One of the reasons they became so popular in the beginning, it was companies like Peloton. They were selling $2,000 plus exercise bikes, and they knew that, well, people aren't going to necessarily bite on that big purchase. They're not going to charge it all at once to their credit card or to their debit card. So if we break out the payments, it'll help them manage cash flow. And if that's why you're using these loans, yeah, it's not so bad. It is a way to stretch out your payments, interest-free potentially if you make the payments on time, fee-free if you make the payments on time. But the issue is now that that's not really the way people are using these loans anymore. They're using them for everyday purchases. And on top of that, credit card companies are now involved. I mean, I every day get an email from my credit card company saying, oh, these purchases are eligible for pay in 4. They're trying to push me to spend more. And that's the whole point of these things, right? The reason they're so popular, the reason so many retailers and credit card companies and others offer them is that they work. They encourage us to spend more. And so I just urge people to know these are loans. It may be interest free, but it's not penalty free if you don't pay on time.
Better proceed with caution. Kevin Brasler, thank you for the great info. We appreciate it, sir.
Thank you. Good to see you.
You too.